Been wanting to add new licks and phrases to my playing. I've collected these over the years, some I composed, others I've heard various people play. So lately I've played and practiced them daily. Then I made an etude with some of them. The way I learned them and practiced them isn't necessarily how they sound in the etude. Sometimes you have to add or take away a note or a few, phrase it differently, and sometimes it just seems to want to come out a certain way. I used all of me, which works really nice because it has static major, minor, and dominant chords, as well as 251. I'll demonstrate each phrase over the chord as it's played throughout the song. This first one I heard Django play on the recording of My Melancholy Baby, I think. It's a major phrase over C major in this case. It's got really nice colors. It starts on the 6th and ends on the 9th of the chord. This is a tritone substitution, so I play B flat dominant 7 arpeggio over E7. I hear Paulus Schaefer using these often, and every time I hear him play one, it immediately makes me think, ah, that was nice. What is that? This one I composed because I needed a phrase that I can play and cycle through static dominant chords on the songs like Sweet Georgia Brown. This was how Sex and the City closing credits theme ends. I'd watch it with my wife sometimes. It caught my ear, and it's a really cool sounding minor 6 phrase that ends on the major 7th note. This is like alter dominant 7th phrase. I sort of play my own variation of it, but originally I picked it up from one of Christian Van Hammer's videos. This one I heard Moreno play in the Sons of the Wind documentary. What really drew me to it was his incredible sounding staccato picking. I composed this one many years ago when I was just starting out with this genre of music. It's a major 7th phrase with a flat 5 and a ninth, but here I'm playing it over a dominant chord and it works nicely. Then I fit it over a minor chord by flattening the 3rd as well. Another one which I heard in one of Christian Van Hammer videos, this one I play pretty much verbatim. This one was a happy accident. It happened when I was recording with a band recently and played this, which at the time I heard as a mistake. But when I listened to it later, I realized it sounded nice, so I kept it. It's a straightforward major 6, major 7th arpeggio with a minor 3rd. This one I call Jacques because Jacques showed it to me. It's something between dominant 7th and diminished arpeggio with some cool ascending slash descending chromaticism. This one is a dominant 7th phrase which I composed, but I call it Koran because there was a phrase I learned from Koran Agan, but I couldn't remember it anymore or find it. And the only thing I thought I remembered was that it started on a flat or dominant 7th note. That was a minor phrase by one and only Chavolo. composed this as something to use during major to minor change, like when the song is on the fourth chord during the turnaround. This is from Django Solo over I'll See You in My Dreams. It's not verbatim, but let's say heavily influenced. This is a very cool bebop 251 lick, which I learned from one of Daniel Bea videos. And finally, let's hear how it all came together. And I apologize for the kitchen noise and the TV in the background. You take practice time whenever you can.